Okay, so to understand a minor scale, you first have to play a major scale. I'm going to play the easiest major scale there is, and that's the major scale of C. So here it is. Now, as you probably know from previous lessons, when I play that major scale, I don't have to play any black notes. It's all the white notes. The notes are C. I'll play it with my finger so you can see the notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now, if I find the sixth note of that scale, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that note there is A. Now, if I go from this A up to the next A, an octave higher, and play the same white notes, don't play any black notes. Okay? I've now played the scale of A natural minor. So because A minor has the same notes as C major, okay, it's said to be the relative minor of C major, and C major is the relative major of A minor. So that's the A minor scale. Now it's not the same set of steps, is it? If you start on the A, you've got tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone. It's a different order of tones and semitones, but it uses the same 8 notes that C major did. Now, unfortunately, there are 3 different minor scales. The one I played there is the A natural minor scale, which is, as I say, it's the scale that uses the same notes as its relative major, but it's not quite as simple as that. There are 2 others. So let's have a look at one of those others. This one is called A harmonic minor scale, or A minor harmonic, and it does this. Okay, it's got kind of a Middle Eastern feel to it, isn't it, at the end there? So we've got tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone. Then we do a massive leap up there. Okay, so we actually miss the G note out completely and play G sharp. So we go from F to G sharp. And that is a tone and a semitone. And then just reverse it coming down. So if you've got a piece of music you think that might be in A minor, one of the clues is if you can see a G sharp in the piece, that might be a bit of a clue. And also if the first chord is A minor, that is also a bit of a clue. So that's the scale of A minor harmonic, up and down. Our third minor scale is called the melodic, A minor melodic. This one's a bit more complicated, I'm afraid. It does this. Now, as you can see, it's not the same coming down as it is going up. You've got tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. But coming back, the 2 notes you raised, you lower. So you raised F to F sharp, G to G sharp, you lower those coming back. So coming down, the melodic minor scale is the same as the natural minor scale. Let's do that again. So going up. Now it's called melodic for a very good reason. It does sound a little bit more melodic than the harmonic one. The harmonic one sounds quite weird, doesn't it, at the end? Whereas the melodic one is a bit prettier. Going up and coming down. When you play the scale of A minor harmonic, okay, that 7th note is raised, okay, from G to G sharp. And that G sharp note might appear in the music and the sharp will be called an accidental, meaning it's an accident and it's something you're not expecting, if you like. Okay, so if you see a piece that's got the G sharp in it, then that's a bit of a clue that it might be in A minor if there's nothing in the key signature. So on the scale of A minor melodic, we raise not only the 7th note to G sharp, we raise the 6th note to F sharp. So we have 2 sharps. On the way up, they're lowered on the way down. And so you might see a piece that's got an F sharp and a G sharp in it, or either one of those two, but nothing in the key signature. Again, a bit of a clue. If the first chord is A minor or the last chord is A minor, or you've got either of those 2 sharp notes in it as accidentals, then it could be an A minor. Let's have a look at E minor scale, the scale of E minor now. To show you E minor, I'm going to play you the scale of G major first of all. So here it is. Now you might remember that to play that scale, you have to raise the F to F sharp to make the scale sound correct. Now I'm going to find the 6th note of that scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's our note E. So E minor is the relative minor of G major. So in other words, you find the 6th note of any major scale, and that's the note that gives you the relative minor. So if I go from E up to E, playing the same notes as I did when I played the G major scale, I'll start down here so it doesn't get too high on the keyboard. So I'm going to go E, and straight away I'm going to play that F sharp that I had in the G major scale. So I've got E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. So I've now played the same notes that I played for the scale of G major, and that's the scale of E natural minor. Okay, that's one of our 3. Now to do the E scale of E minor harmonic, I've got to raise that 7th note. So at that time, instead of playing D, I played D sharp. So this is the scale of E minor harmonic. And as I say, it's going to be 2 sharps, the F sharp, which you'll find in the key signature, and the D sharp, which is part of the harmonic minor scale. And that one, of course, is the same on the way up as it is on the way down. Now we're going to do the scale of E minor melodic, or E melodic minor, and this time we're going to have to raise the 6th and the 7th notes of the scale. So our D is going to go to D sharp, and our C to C sharp. So going up, we're coming down. Notice we lower those and it becomes the same as the scale of E natural minor. So there's that melodic one again. So again, the detective work. If you've got a piece that you think might be in the key of E minor, look at the first chord, it might be E minor. Look at the last chord, it might be E minor, may not necessarily be. The key signature will have an F sharp in it. Okay, all Fs are sharpened, but you're looking out for the telltale either raised 6th or 7th. So if you've got a piece that's got F sharp in the key signature, but it's also got a C sharp or a D sharp as an accidental, then that is a bit of a clue. A tune that has got the C sharp in the key of E minor would be Drunken Sailor. Now up to there, the first part of the song uses the chord of E minor, and the second part of the song uses the chord of D major. The chord of E minor is E, G and B. The chord of D major is D, F sharp, A. So the first part of the song just uses the notes of those chords. So you'll notice that F sharp, part of the key signature. Now, it's when it goes up There's the telltale C sharp. Remember, C sharp was one of the notes that we raised in our melodic minor scale. It's the 6th of the scale. Now the 6th of the scale of E is C. We raise it to C sharp. So the fact that we're playing that C sharp is a bit of a clue to the fact that we're in the key of E minor. Okay, so that C sharp is there, and then the end part is runs down and uses the F sharp again, and of course first chord is E minor, and the last chord would be E minor as well. So that's a little bit of a trip round minor scales and sort of understanding them. But basically you find a major scale, find the 6th note of that major scale, and that is the first note of its relative minor scale. It's pretty complicated, and you might want to run this video a few times just to really absorb all this information. But I hope you find that helpful.